You know, with all these remakes that they're doing now for Disney and all these movies, Aladdin so far, Dumbo, coming up is Little Mermaid and Mulan. Lion King just wasn't it for me, man. I mean, it just wasn't. It just was not. What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. I am the Millennial movie critic. So today we're talking about The Lion King. The Lion King was okay. It wasn't really amazing. Now, yes, I'm being harsh. I am a guy who's seen the original Lion King. I grew up on it as a kid, watching, Lion King and just being astounded by just everything that it was. And then coming to this so-called live action Lion King and it's just being mediocre. I'm sorry. Now, I know there's a lot of fans that are like, oh my gosh, it was amazing. It was so good. My kids loved it. Hey, look, that's fine. Good. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Good for you. Now, for me, as a person who dissects movies a little deeper than most people, it was not good. Now, of course, I did love the cast. When I was hearing about it, I saw that, there was Donald Glover, aka, Childish Gambino, one of my favorite artists. There was Beyonce as Nala, there's Seth Rogen as Pumbaa, and so on and so forth. It was a really star-studded cast, and I was really looking forward to seeing it. I saw that James Earl Jones was coming back as Mufasa, and I was like, okay, this could be good. Beyonce killed this movie for me, and it's not even her voice acting. I think her voice acting was fine. Her singing was so extra. Like, I was like, Beyonce, you are portraying a character. Please know that you do not have to do your Beyonce flair of singing in every song. Sometimes simple is enough. Like, sometimes simple singing, it's just the beauty of someone being able to hit something, like sing a song and perfectly showcase it without adding so extra flair. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think that actually shows more of Beyonce's acting, because when you're portraying a character, when you're acting, you have to separate yourself from the character. And and I look back at her catalog of movies that she's done, and I'm looking, okay, Fighting Temptations, good acting. Obsessed, decent acting. She really pissed me off with Cadillac Records, but we're not even gonna get into that. We'll do that in another video. And she killed it in Dreamgirls. So I was thinking, okay, you have a decent showcase of talent. Your acting isn't super, but it's enough, and your name is big enough. But Beyonce just had to put her touch on this, and it really shocked me. I saw things like "Can You Feel the Love Tonight" was filmed during the daytime. How are you gonna sing a song saying "Can you feel the love tonight" in the daytime? Like, just totally I think that went over Disney's head. Like, how are you doing that? Like, that doesn't make sense. I don't know how you do that. And then I was like, this isn't really a live action movie. This is really just CGI or animation on a whole new level. The animation was beautiful. It looked gorgeous. A little weird to just see, lions opening and closing their mouths in conversation, because real lions don't do that, but it was beautiful. That was probably my biggest enjoyment of the movie. Now, I did have a problem with the singing. Pumbaa, who was played by Seth Rogen, did not do well to me at all. I feel like the humor they tried to do with him and Timon was played by Billy Eichner, whatever his last name is. It was okay. It was a nice little friendly banter back and forth, but it wasn't the Timon and Pumbaa we knew from the original Lion King. It's not the same. And Seth Rogen can't sing, so you would listen for the song and listen for the certain notes in the song, like, push the song forward, and Seth Rogen would just drop an octave. And it's just like, what are you doing, Seth Rogen? I'm cool with him being a comedic relief, but not in this movie. This was not Seth Rogen's. Like, I wouldn't award him for anything in this movie. Honestly, the best character in this movie was Scar. Scar was great. Like, because like honestly, for you to try to portray real life lions, you really can't show that much emotion that you did in the original because they're not animated like that. So for me to watch a character and see that Scar portrayed so much of the character of the fear and the stab in the back type guy without even showing emotion. I mean, his voice acting was spot on. It was just great. And Scar was played by Chiwetel Ejiofor. Chiwetel. You know what? This guy. Yeah, that guy. He's good. He's good. Moving on. I did not like that they took out a lot of the good scenes. You know, the scene with Rafiki when, Simba and Rafiki are, Rafiki's hit him with a stick and he's learning from a lesson and he dodges it the second time and says, see, you learned.
Going back means I'll have to face my past. I've been running from it for so long. Ow! Jeez, what was that for?
It doesn't matter. It's in the past.
Yeah, but it still hurts.
Oh, yes, the past can hurt. But the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it. Ah, you see?
That was totally taken out of the movie. But I was really upset by that. I was really upset that Rafiki was pretty much barely in the movie. Like, I mean, I feel like in the original, Rafiki had such a bigger importance than in this movie. I literally felt like I was watching Lion Queen and not Lion King. Because they had changed up a few things, like they had the hyenas, all being able to speak properly. Because in the original, they had one super silly hyena that really couldn't talk. Honestly, he was just a little slow. But then they had Keegan-Michael Key and Eric Andre playing hyenas. And then they had some new person, named Florence Kasumba playing Shinzi. Now, don't get me wrong. I did like what they did with the hyenas a little bit. Shinzi was pretty good. It was like a secondary boss. But I was like, this is a redo. Why are you remaking it? Like, why are you adding stuff? And, I saw how, like, Nala was basically fighting a one-on-one with Shinzi. And I was like, this wasn't in the movie that I watched when I was a kid. I don't know what this is. I just don't. I don't agree with this. This is weird. And it was just like, I'm down with Disney, doing the women empowerment. Because I've seen it in their Marvel movies and everything like that. And I'm cool with that. But don't redo something and then like push that so hard. Now I know the Bayhi is gonna come for me talking about Beyonce did a great job. Yeah, she was amazing. Yes, she was everything. No, she was not. I have no problem with Beyonce as an artist. I love her music. I think she's a great artist. Voice acting was decent, but like it wasn't it. I really could have had someone else and probably had a way better time watching this movie. I don't really blame Beyonce for all that. I really blame a little bit of Disney, mainly because they changed up the story a little bit. And they gave, like, Nala, a fight to the death with Shinzi. And then, of course, it was Simba and Scar. Oh, yeah, and young Simba killed. Young Simba, that guy was played by J.D. McCrary. Like, yo. I think he did it on Broadway, in New York, but killed it. Like, perfect voice, everything. And Lil Nala killed too. And of course, we had to talk about Donald Glover as Simba. I'm one of the biggest fans of Donald Glover. His Simba was okay. I'm not going to say it was amazing. I definitely could have had someone else and still enjoyed it just as much. I do like, his voice for that aged Simba. Sometimes I did want to see a little bit more seriousness coming from his voice. But, I did not have a problem to the point where I was like, no, I hate it. Because, if someone's my favorite artist, or I like that person individually, I had to critique how I got to critique, It's just what it is. And, of course, I did love James Earl Jones being Mufasa again. That was just beautiful. it didn't give me the same effect as, you know, when I first watched the movie, because, you know, everyone knows that line, you know, Simba, you deliberately disobeyed me, you know, and it was just like, wow, like everyone knows, like, James Earl Jones just killed. It was definitely sad to see that, you know, the original Sarabi was not there in the movie, but I heard she passed like shortly after the movie back in the 90s. Alfre Woodard, she did good. I think she didn't have much lines, but she did good for what she did. I think, you know, it was fine. Rafiki, I didn't even know. Rafiki was played by John Connolly, the dude who was the Black Panther's father. They just got all types of connections. What if we just see a Black Panther pop up in the Lion King world, you know? Hey, who knows? Disney does a lot of things that are weird and have crazy twists. But overall, I give this movie a 7 out of 10. Now, I know a lot of you guys will be like, oh my gosh, it was definitely a 10 out of 10 or like a 9 at least. Hey, everyone has their own opinion. I'm not saying that it couldn't be in your eyes a 9 or a 10. Or some people might say it was even worse. Like, I don't know. But as the Millennial movie critic, that was a 7 out of 10. But thank you guys for watching. Do greatly appreciate it. We are just getting started with this channel. I do appreciate all that have, you know, clicked on this video and watched it. Please hit subscribe. Definitely like. Honestly, dislike if you disliked. I mean, you don't have to like what I say. That's the Millennial in me. I will show my face in my videos once we hit 100,000 subscribers. So definitely tell a friend. Tell everyone you need to tell to just come watch my videos and subscribe. And hey, if we get to that point in a couple months, hey, you'll see my face. That's right. And thank you guys for watching. And I hope you enjoyed the Lion King movie review.